Hi BookTube, it's Peg coming from the History Shelf. This little video tonight is very simple, as the title suggests. I want to send out a thank you to the BookTube community for a couple of different reasons. It's come to my attention from some of my BookTuber friends that I recently surpassed the 500 subscriber mark. And thank you. I never really thought I would reach that number. As Jason Harrigan at Byways in Bookland has said, and everyone definitely needs to subscribe to his channel. Jason is a wonderful bookish guide to all things antiquarian, historical, good fiction. He is just delightful. So I know he's probably already at 500, but let's get him over the top. Anyway, I know that sometimes, we ascribe to numbers particular meaning, or for a milestone, but 500 is pretty cool in my book, because I never really thought I would get there. When I started this channel back in September, I just wanted really just to take part in what I had been viewing for the past 2 years. Just watching BookTube, following a lot of you guys and gals, and for the longest time I never thought, the thought never crossed my mind to that I could do this, but the more I got involved in commenting and getting to know folks, and I was like, well, why not? I mean, I've got a million different books, my angle is history, maybe it could be of value or of interest to a lot of people out there. So I've just been having so much fun, and I just want to thank each and every one of you, everyone that has subscribed, commented, just visited. It's been so much fun, and then just feeling like we are a community and that you guys are all friends out there. I wanted to share with you something really, really amazing that has happened because of BookTube, and something that I feel like would never have happened if I didn't have my BookTube channel. So let me just say, I'm just really kind of speechless. I am a little bit, I had a package last night that, just kind of made me think of like how amazing it is that you can connect with people in life that you never thought you would ever connect with, So let's put the mystery, let's dispel the mystery here and just say, a few weeks ago, I don't know if many of you saw, I did I read a book that I really enjoyed, and I did a little review of it on my channel. And I reviewed this book here, Just Another Day in Vietnam, by Colonel Keith Nightingale. And indeed, this book, it really touched me, it moved me, it made me think of Vietnam and some of the things that happened there, as far as the battles that we've never heard of. It really perked my interest in learning more, and I was just really blown away by the visceralness of the book, and then the lyrical way it was written. So I loved it, and I included it as one of my top books of 2019. And so several days after the video went up, I got an email from the author, Colonel Nightingale. And it was such a gracious, thoughtful email thanking me just for having read the book, talked about it, and just he was just so pleased that I enjoyed it, and that I, in some sense, got it. And that was amazing. And we actually started corresponding. And I was asking him questions about the battle, about the 52nd Ranger Battalion, the South Vietnamese troops he worked alongside, fought with. And I've just been getting a huge education just outside of this book. And so it's been great. And I haven't shared this with you guys. But I wanted to share this because it's something that has come about because of BookTube, because of this technology that allows us to put these videos out there and to share our thoughts on books. And we're bringing readers and authors and writers and journalists and just people all together. We're all connecting and talking to one another. And it's really amazing. It's really amazing to me. So, um, so Colonel Nightingale sent me a package, and I received it last night. And I wanted to take some time to collect my thoughts about it, but it's truly a very humbling experience. He sent me some documentation, some letters describing some in detail, some more information about, you know, his involvement in particular in that area, in that battle, as well as a DVD of his touring the battlefield area with his fellow soldiers, teammates, um, and going back after the war and revisiting that area. And I have to say, I'm just amazed. I'm amazed, and I'm very honored. I'm very honored, and I just another thank you, which is part of this video, is for Colonel Keith Nightingale. I just want to thank you so much for reaching out to me. You know, all I did was read your book and do a video on it, and but you were just so kind and gracious to reach out to me, and that means a lot. Um, you know, for a lot of you who have been in the military, as I have been, you know, we know it takes a long time to reach, you know, uh, to climb the ranks like that. So, you know, when I got out of the military, my highest rank was senior airman. So it's kind of heady to be talking with a colonel. So I'm sure many of you who are veterans and or in active duty military understand what I'm talking about. It's really a privilege, and for someone who has been so deeply involved in not only the fighting, and he served in Vietnam, was in harm's way, and came back and has served his country, and Colonel Nightingale has done a lot as far as advising about the importance of the Special Operations Forces. You know, it's amazing. So in this package he sent me another copy of this book, which was great because after I had done that video, my uncle, who is in Alabama, had reached out to me on Facebook and said, this is fabulous. He goes, this book sounds fantastic. I think I want to read it, you know, when I can find it. And I said, hey, I will send you the book. So I've already mailed it off to him. And so perfect, because I was thinking, well, I'll just go out and buy my own copy, you know. But Colonel Nightingale sent me an inscribed copy, just kind of thanking me for just supporting the book. And I tell you what, just so everyone knows, you know, when I do these things, I'm giving you my honest feedback. This was an honest review. This book, again, spoke to me. It may not speak to many people, but it spoke to me. And just a wonderful read, and I'm really grateful. Thank you, Colonel. I'm grateful for this book. He also sent me, and I'm really excited for this as well. This is an older memoir, or memories. A soldier looks back, memories and reflections of a combat veteran from Normandy to Afghanistan. And there is our colonel right there. There's also a picture of him on the back. It's got blurbs galore. Thomas Ricks, a very famous journalist, and has written some great books on like Fiasco, The Gamble, Making the Corps, and the Generals. I have several of Thomas Ricks' books, actually. So this is extremely humbling because, you know, I'm learning so much about Colonel Nightingale, and I keep repeating the word, and I don't mean to. I should find another word. But it's humbling. It's humbling. I have a lot of respect for our men and women in uniform, and especially for those who have been in the most hellacious scenarios, you know, in combat. I've never been in combat. I was a journalist in the Air Force. I wrote for the base newspaper. So my training was just, I would interview a lot of people. I would interview people for stories covering our troops, and, would talk to pilots or support professional. I mean, all over the gamut. That's what I did. But I have and maybe this feeds into and explains my love of military history. It's just, it's amazing what our military personnel and our people go through. And I just want to honor that. And I want to honor Colonel Nightingale, to say thank you, sir. I salute you. And I know it's your birthday today. You shared that with me. So happy birthday. And I want to thank you again for these books. This book was wonderfully inscribed in a way that meant, I'm going to just keep that to myself, because something you wrote kind of reminded me of my stepfather, who was a Navy pilot, and then a commercial cargo pilot in his civilian life. And in the last decade of his life, he was an Episcopal pastor. But he passed away in 2018. And I just know that he would be so thrilled to know about this exchange. My stepfather, William Broach, and I shared a lot of intellectual commonalities, and we loved our history. We loved our military history. He shared a lot about his experiences with me, and I just, this is really this has really touched me. And I just wanted to share it with you guys, because I feel like we share things here, and this has meant a lot. And I just wanted to, and I wanted to ask Colonel Nightingale permission to even talk about this, and he said he would be, honored. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to say. I just want to say thank you again. I'm really enjoying our dialogue. I'm learning a lot. I've got lots of questions. I know from this book alone, I'm going to have more. So it's going to be a lot of fun just continuing our email exchanges. And so once again, guys, this is the wonder of BookTube. And whether you're a current booktuber, you're considering booktubing, let me just use this as an example. It's not going to happen all the time, but this could happen. You could be talking about a book. You could put a book out there. You could put a video out there, and you're going to maybe connect with that person who wrote the book, or the person who reviewed the book if you're a writer. BookTube is amazing, and I just want to say thank you to this community, to this platform. Gosh, I just don't know what else to say. I guess that's really the nuts and bolts of it. So at this milestone, we're only going up from here. I mean, I am full steam ahead. I love doing this. I get to marry the two things that together that I am most passionate about. Reading, writing, talking about books, talking to other people about books. It just all comes together here, and I love it. And wow. So I guess that's it, guys. I just want to thank you again for a wonderful almost 4 months, and I can't believe I'm at 500 subscribers. It's crazy. Thank you. Colonel Nightingale, I want to thank you again. I look forward to talking with you some more. And I look forward to your new book. He does have a book coming out in June, talking about the efforts to rescue the Iran hostages when that happened back in the 70s. I can't wait for that. So this is great. So everyone just keep doing what you're doing on BookTube. Make connections. It's wonderful. Yeah, I'm still a little speechless. So anyway, I'll go ahead and put this video up, you guys, and thanks again. And thank you. I want to thank each and every veteran and active duty person out there, and from general all the way on down to private or lowly little airmen. I want to thank you for your service. It means a lot. It was an honor to wear that uniform when I did, and I'll always look fondly back on my time in the military. So, all right, guys, that's it for now. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, BookTube. Bye.